morning, my name is Damian Klinko. I'm a representative for Legislative District 2, and I'm really thrilled to be here today to present, we're going to be talking about 3 different pieces of legislation from our Tucson delegation that look at mental health inclusion for people with disabilities and creating a more level playing field for companies bidding on state projects. My bill, HB 2696, requires that Arizona companies would get a preference when multiple companies are bidding on a state contract. It really levels the playing field. All of our neighboring states have similar legislation. So this would really create a level playing field and enhance local and small businesses that really took the brunt of the economic burden during the downturn of the last few years. The goal of the bill, again, is to help local businesses really flourish by giving them an advantage over out-of-state companies. And it recently passed through the government committee. It will be heading to rules, and so I really hope to see this bill on the floor very soon. So with that, it's really my pleasure to turn this over to Representative Mock, who will talk about her bill.
Thank you. Thanks, Damian. It's an honor for me to be in support of fellow representatives such as Damian Klinko with the bill that I co-sponsored with him. Just for the record, I'm Stephanie Mock. I represent District 10 in Tucson, and because I've seen it spelled incorrectly a couple times, I'm going to correct my name spelling. It's S-T-E-F-A-N-I-E-M-A-C-H. And I'm here to talk to you, I know that about a bill that passed through the Health Committee last week. And I know that although last week was overshadowed by 1062, SB 1062, which is not that inclusive, we did have a bright spot of hope. And that is my bill that is about inclusion. It's HB 2667, excuse me, and it is a bill that I'm put forward because people in my community reached out to me. It changes the word handicap and disabled in our state statutes to persons with disability, or people with disability. And the reason why I changed that, and I'm proposing to change that rather, is because, frankly, the words are offensive. And as a member of the disability community, I want to be seen first for other attributes and accomplishments before a disability and beyond the disability. So I wanted to change the words to more respectful language throughout our statutes. And this is the first of many steps that I hope to take. I think that when we change our language, we then change our actions, and we change the treatment of the people in our community that, frankly, have been typically underrepresented. So that is what I'm working on, and I know that there are other bright spots of hope. The bill is going to be moving forward into the Rules Committee, hopefully, and then onto the floor very soon. But right now, I'm going to turn it over to Representative Steele to talk about another bill that I hope will continue to move through the process as well. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Representative Victoria Steele from LD9 in Tucson, and I want to say what an honor it is to be a co-sponsor on Stephanie Mock's bill as well. It's a wonderful bill, and it passed through the House Health Committee unanimously, and so we're really happy for her. I have introduced the HB 2490, and this is the Youth Mental Health First Aid Bill. And what this is about is to help people identify, understand, and respond to mental health issues when they start showing up with adolescents, anybody age 12 through 18. And this is similar to the Mental Health First Aid Bill that I advocated for last year. This legislation would provide an additional $250,000 to DHS to provide services to teachers, coaches, and moms and dads, and anybody that is around adolescents and can help recognize when they're going through a very difficult time, such as if they're developing an eating disorder, if they're developing depression, anxiety, or if they have the beginning stages of a serious mental illness. When mental health issues show up in adolescence, they look a little bit different than they do in adulthood. And this gives teachers and coaches and anyone around kids an opportunity to really understand what's going on with this young person and how can we help them? How can we help them before the problem becomes a real crisis? So that's what that is. And without any further ado, I'm going to open it up to questions, so you guys can come and be why you're here to talk, what you're here to talk about anyway. All right.